Alright, Hazemeg is going to just slip it into the battery compartment of the Sur Ron first. Okay, there's a little bit of modification that we got to do with the bike to get this latched properly, okay? But first let's just try to slide it in there. We'll see how well it fits. Okay, oh, it slides in pretty nicely. Okay, like the other Lightspeed pack, it likes to get hung up here on the front because the battery's like kind of at an angle. So usually what I do is I pick it up and I tilt it back a little bit, and then it should slide right in. Oop, okay, and it just dropped, and it fits in there pretty well, if I do say so myself. Okay, yeah, but you cannot close. Yeah, you can't close the lid. And the little handle actually gets in the way of the gauge. Yeah, actually the gauge isn't even, you can't even see it through the window. Oh well. I wonder if Christopher, you know, makes sure that these are right, you know. Okay, so yeah, there's no way that's gonna fit. It's a good way, so we're gonna have to modify the latch, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. So there is a little bit of modification needed to use this battery pack, unfortunately. Okay. So I don't know how that's gonna work out with this battery pack. Okay, because when we modify it, there's gonna be extra space in there. So we're probably gonna have to add like a spacer or something, so the battery doesn't hop around and stuff when we're riding. Okay, because I'm gonna use both these battery packs, especially when we're racing. Okay. All right. Alright, so just in case you guys are wondering why Hazemeg bought another 72 volt pack, is because I don't like swapping battery packs, and I want, you know, I don't like swapping battery profiles, okay? I don't like using that. That 60 volt battery is like, it's a garbage to me now, man. Once you go 72 volts, you won't want to go back, trust me. Okay, so there's a little modification that you got to do. Okay. And the pack is a longer bolt, 2 longer bolts, and spacers, okay? Boom. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go modify the latch so we can properly close the battery door on this guy. Okay, so it's a 4mm Allen wrench. Take out the stock ones. Okay. Okay, that's kind of funny. Is this really a 4mm? Okay, there's one bolt. Remember which way it's orientated to. It's kind of facing the back of the bike. Okay. So now, there's the old bolts and there's the new bolts. So you can definitely tell the newer bolts are much longer than the old bolts. Okay. Set those aside. Not going to be needing them anymore. And so this is going to be kind of tricky. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I think the best thing to do is just put this in first and then put the spacer. Okay. And there's a little bit of adjustability to it too, I guess, so so it'll latch properly. Okay, put these back on. So I guess if it's not latching properly, you can move it up and down like that, okay? Much better. Okay. So your battery door is going to look a little funky now, but it probably won't be much different. Okay. Okay. Okay, there it is. So that is the modified battery door, okay? Basically just sticks out more. I'll show you from different angles. There it is. That's what it looks like from the top. Okay. From the side, just sticks out a whole lot. Okay. Cool. All right, let's go see if this thing will light. All right, here we go. Let's go connect it first, I guess. There's no breaker thing, so. Oop, it sparks a little bit. Best thing to do is tuck this in. So Hades Omega is going to have to practice swapping batteries during a race. Okay, but there's plenty of space to work with here. Okay, so they're saying you needed to is this already at the bottom? I think it is. Yeah, it is already at the bottom. Okay. So there is some adjustability, but it won't thing. So I think what they're saying is to get this thing to latch properly, you've got to move this. Okay, so let me get a pry bar. Okay, I got a pretty meaty pry bar here. Oh boy, I don't want to break the battery door. Okay, I think what we should do is, so it's got to move a little bit. I thought we could just pry it like that, but it looks like it's going to break the cover. So what we're going to do is, so this has to be pushed forward so it'll latch, okay? You can tell it's not latching right now. So you've got to kind of permanently modify your Sur Ron, so that's kind of a thing I don't like, but 2 extra amp hours, I'll take it. Okay, so we got to take it out again, and we got to bend it that way, okay? Okay, I'm hoping this will work. It's got to go, I think it's got to go this way, yeah? Alright, so I put it on the vise here. Hopefully this will work. I'll just rip it right out. Just pulling it out. Okay. I think you got to use a hammer. Let's just use a hammer. Okay, let's make us going to use a hammer. Maybe we can use a torch too. There's a lot of different things we can do. The hammer looks like it works. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So now I'm going to go test fit it, and then we'll see if it fits. All right. Okay, it's back on there. See if it closes. There we go. Perfect. All right, so so the strap blocks the gauge. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me get a better view. Okay, so it's actually very easy to remove and install the cover. It's even better than when the stock battery was in there. So, okay. So the little strap gets in the way. I want to see if I can move it out of the way. Okay. Okay, so unfortunately, oops. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I keep on wanting to push it down more, but it's actually pretty loose in there, so it's probably going to flop around a little bit. That's what I'm guessing. But anyway, let's fire up the bike. Okay, it works. Okay, there it is. So the one on the battery pack doesn't work, man. You have to manually turn it on, okay? But it's showing 74.2 volts. So my battery gauge here, the one that I mounted on the bike, is actually connected to the USB, okay? Or it's connected to the ignition switch somewhere, okay? In here, it's connected to the harness, okay? This one is connected straight to the battery, okay? So you guys can't read it. I know. Let me take that. So unfortunately, this little gauge thing, it doesn't like really work, man. Unfortunately, okay. So you can see this is my gauge right here, and this is their gauge. But I guess you can see the little battery through the window. Well, sort of, kind of. I guess if you really wanted to, you can cut this open so you can see it. But you can kind of see it from this angle right here, and it says 73.9, okay? And this is 74.1. For whatever reason, this one reads a little higher than that one, okay? Yeah, I don't know how that works. This one's at 59%, and this one's at 65%, okay? I don't really know how this one is tuned a little bit, okay? I might go play around with it, I don't know. But it's nice to have one of these on the battery, so if your battery's just sitting around, you can figure out how much charge it's got, okay? Let me go ahead and just turn this one off. Okay, and let's just see if the bike runs. There we go. We're witnessing the first time Haze Omega is using the larger 21700 battery pack in there. And you know what? You really can't tell it's got a larger pack in it. It really, you know, it's really not much of a difference, to tell you the truth. Okay. Okay, so you kind of get the charge and discharge connector kind of poking out there. Okay, and then over here you got your discharge port right here. Probably just move that, just hide it around here somewhere. And it's got the little cover on it, so definitely keep that in there to keep water and moisture and all that stuff out. Okay, there's a little bit of room in there to put stuff in there, okay, but not a whole lot. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna jump around and stuff. I do know the stock Sur Ron battery is a little bit loose too, so. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the in the bike. All right. It definitely takes up all that extra space, you know, that's in there. All right, you got the Lite Speed Bikes logo right here now, so your free advertising right there. It's should have Christopher, you should have put it like 90 degrees, so or like down here. Should give us some stickers so we can put them on our bike. But it's cool. Alright, so this side is just all black, okay? You can see a big amount of stuff sticking out here. Okay. It's all battery, baby. Alright, so Haze Omega can't wait to go test this battery pack out, okay? First thing, oh actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go drag racing with it. Tomorrow is the last Wednesday night drags of 2020. And we're going to go take this bike out there and see what it does on the quarter mile with the new battery pack, okay? So what did we learn? So what are the difference between this and the other Lite Speed battery pack, okay? What's the benefits over this one, over that, okay? Or what, you know, what are the main differences, okay? They're both 72 volts, okay? This one has more cells in parallel. However, that one has more capacity because it's using 21700 cells, okay? This one has 2 more amp hours than this battery, okay? So that's a good, that's 2 more amp hours. Hold on. Okay, I just did the calculations. It's got 7% more capacity than this one, okay? This one is a 32 amp hours, but it's 60 volts. So yeah, so that's the strange thing. Yeah, this has the same amp hour rating as this battery. However, this one is running at higher voltage. So if you have more voltage, you know, more voltage and more current, that means you have more power, you know. So, but you know, more voltage means you have more power. That's all it comes down to. Okay. So this one is about 2.1 kilowatt hours. I'm not really sure how much this is. I'll put a subtitle below. Okay. Physically, it's literally almost the same size as this. It's just a little taller. Okay. It's a little taller, and you have to modify the door just a little bit to get it to fit in there. It still looks okay. It doesn't look funky, so I like it. If this was to come down a little bit more, it would be nicer, but that's okay. All right, and it's about a pound heavier than this one. So really, it's not, you know, the weight penalty is not all that much. Okay, if you guys are worried about the weight, okay, it's really not much heavier. You'll get more power. You'll get more power longer. Well, you won't. You'll get the same amount of power, but you'll get it longer. Okay, basically. So that's the benefits of this battery pack versus this smaller battery pack. Okay, you'll have that power longer. Okay, it'll and it could probably handle more discharge. Okay, since you got a bigger battery, it'll sag less. Okay, because you got more capacity in it. All right. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to charge it real quick, and then that'll be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this show and tell video. Yeah, it's definitely not plug and play. You can't just drop it in like this one here, okay? But I feel like yeah, it's cool. All right, here's me here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to charge my Lite Speed Bikes Moly Cell 21700 battery pack. I'm just going to call it 2700 pack. The other one's at 18650, and this is 21700. I know it does sound kind of... It doesn't roll off the tongue very well, I'll tell you that. Okay, so the first thing is, yeah, we got to take this little cover off here. Okay, pull the charge connector out. Ugh, I kind of like the other one. This one is too tight, the other one is too loose. That's what I'm going to say, okay? So take that out. Okay. I'm going to plug the charger in. Okay. Turn the charger on. Okay. It's charging at 1 amp right now. I'll probably charge it at like 3 amps or something. Okay, so I'm just going to charge it at 3 amps overnight. You know, if I wanted to, I could charge it all the way up to 12 amps, okay? And it'll be perfectly fine. And then you could actually check. So right now I got it at like 12 amps, okay? You can actually check the charge state while it's charging. That's nice. But you have to like kind of peek in there to see it, okay? So it's at 70% charging right now. Okay, but I'm just gonna keep it at 3. Okay. I'll show you another cool feature about this charger is you can tell the voltage too. So if I flip this switch like this down, it lets you see the voltage. Okay, so it has 74 volts. All right, and right now we're seeing 74 volts, 74.4, close enough. Okay, so that's how you can check your, I'll do a proper review on this charger. I'm not 100% happy with it, but hey, it works, you know. Hey, he's Megas found some stuff out about it. So, alright, so yeah. So it's charging at 74, it's at 74 volts right now. If you guys are wondering, 60 volts is what your low voltage cutoff is on the NXT display. It will try its best not to keep it below 60 volts, you know. It does have a BMS in it, okay, so if the voltage does get low enough, it will like say, hey, that's no more power for you, okay? So So there's like kind of a redundant system on it, sort of, kind of, okay? But when it's fully charged, it'll be at 84, okay? That's what it'll say, 84 here, okay? And right now we're charging at 3 amps, okay? It's a pretty cool charger. You can get this charger from Lite Speed Bikes. If you order the variable rate charger, this is the one that you're gonna get, okay? It's not the best charger in the world, okay? But, you know, it does, you know, it does stuff pretty good. So, all right, there you go. So that's the full package right there. So I will be taking this drag racing tomorrow, so you guys will be able to see what this does on my bike. Okay, I'd imagine it would be better. It would be better for drag racing because it'll keep the charge up longer. Okay, I will take this to the drag strip tomorrow, and we will keep on doing runs, and we will not charge it. Okay, I'll bring it there fully charged, and then we'll see what we can do. Okay, so basically, like I said, it's not necessarily going to give you more power, but it's going to give you that power longer. Okay, it'll maintain that power longer. That's what I want to say. Okay, but in a sense, yes, it will give you more power longer. Okay, all right. So that's the lights. This is a show and tell video for the Lite Speed Bikes 21700 Molicel battery pack. I'm just going to call it a 21700 pack, okay? And then now I got 2 of them now, so I highly recommend these batteries. If you want to see my review on this, I will put a link at the end of the video if you want to hear my thoughts on this. But it is a freaking awesome battery, dude, and that's why I bought another one. Okay, so all right, here's what I got. Oh yeah, so I also want to explain why I want to have 2 72-volt batteries. So why I think it's good to have 2 batteries. You know, before I was just using the 18650 battery and the Sur Ron battery. Okay, but I wanted the 2 72-volt batteries, so I won't have to swap, do battery profile swap. Okay, I don't have to swap between a 60-volt setting and 72-volt setting, because it's really annoying. You have to reprogram everything. Okay, the NXT display isn't like 100% yet. Okay, HazeMega's not 100% happy with it. So at least this way, during a race, we just swap the battery packs. I don't have to worry about programming anything. Basically, it's just, if it would be like if I had 2 Sur Ron packs, you know, and I would have that awesome power both times. Okay, I wouldn't have to worry about having to run a slower battery. And another good thing to have 2 battery packs is you can let one rest. Okay, so you can go rip out on the track, you know, for one session, swap the battery packs, let the other one take a break, you know, and then when you come back, pull the other one out, charge it, you know, or whatever. You can charge one while you're riding the other one. Okay, type of thing. And obviously for longer races like hare scrambles, endurance, or any kind of endurance race. Hey, that's what a hare scramble is, man. It's an endurance race. and you can, you know, you can have a second battery, so you pit in and you swap batteries. You know, it's basically filling up a gas tank almost. So I don't know of any other electric bike that you can do that, you know, electric dirt bike, you know. Yeah, I don't think you can do it on the Alta. I don't really know how to do it on the Cake, but I don't know, you know, but yeah, so it's really awesome, you know. It's pretty expensive setup. I'm not gonna lie, HazeMega spent, damn, how much did I spend on all this? $3,600. I spent $3,600 on this setup. Okay, $3,600, and that's not even counting the controller. Okay, so basically, you know, all the money in this bike is like, it's almost enough to buy another Sur Ron. Okay, so it's pretty crazy. Okay, all the money goes in the batteries, you know, and that's true for like any electric vehicle. All the money goes into the batteries. Okay. All right, so yeah. So that's my reasoning for having two batteries. Okay, 2 72-volt batteries. You can let one rest, you know. But I've tortured this battery pretty good, you know, and it can handle it's handled everything I've thrown at it, man. It hasn't thrown a fit at all, unlike the stock Sur Ron battery. Okay, so I'm very happy with this, but you know, it'll last longer if I don't rip on it as much. Okay, so it's good. But pretty much that one's going to be the main battery. look forward to range tests, okay, and then some power tests. We're gonna do some drag racing tomorrow. Maybe we'll see if it doesn't rain. Yeah. So, all right. So yeah, look forward to further testing. Okay, this is just a show and tell video to show you what's up. Okay. Also, yeah, I will make a separate video on how this is gonna go in there now. So. I think we're gonna have to make some kind of spacer because there will be like a big gap in there, but I will make a separate video on installing this with the 21700 battery door modification. Okay, all right, here's what we got.